In this video, I'm going to teach you a technique that I call the roll over and read. So you and your baby are going to roll over on your tummies and read a book together. This is obviously taking advantage of distraction to get your baby's attention on something else so they don't notice that they're exercising. And it's a great way to bond with your baby. So by combining reading and tummy time, you're really getting two benefits in one. The benefits of tummy time we already covered. The benefits of reading to your baby are many, some of which are, this will help baby to learn that books are a natural part of their life. It's going to be a way that they can get time with you. And I know my children are not babies anymore, but they still love it when we read together. And so this is a good introduction to the story time routine with you and your baby. So that's one of the benefits. Another benefit is that your baby hears the sounds of language, because when you talk to a baby, you tend to talk about the same things. Let's change your diaper. Do you want to eat this kind of food? Do you need to nurse? Things like that related to the baby. But when you read a book, there are many more words that you don't tend to use in your daily life, especially not directly to baby. So this is introducing more words, more vocabulary, and even emotions are often in books. In the future, as you get into the routine of reading, you can introduce books that talk about happy, sad, angry, and this is really good for a healthy emotional development for your baby. So a third benefit of reading to your baby is that it introduces a whole world to them. Whatever you find valuable and interesting, you can teach your baby. You can find books on nature, on sports, on certain places in the world that you want to introduce to your baby. Even just your town, your friends, you can make your own book with pictures, photographs, and introduce those special people to your baby. So those are just some of the basic benefits of reading to your baby, but you can see that by doing the roll over and read and combining that with tummy time, you're getting two benefits to your baby in one activity, and that is a good use of your time as a parent because obviously it's very limited. So in this series, I am going to teach you a baby sign that goes with each activity. So for the roll over and read, the sign you're going to use is book. It's a very simple sign. You just put your palms together and open them up like you're opening up a book. And you would show this to baby before you start reading the book to them. And you will be amazed, right around 9 to 11, 12 months old, your baby will start to make signs back to you well before they can learn how to produce the sounds verbally. And it is a fabulous way that you can connect with your baby, and you can teach those signs to the other people that take care of baby, and they will begin to be able to communicate. And I can tell you, as a parent who's used baby signs, I was thrilled to be able to give my baby tools to communicate what they want and need back to me. So this sign book is the one we'll use in this activity. The things that you will need for this activity are very few, and you probably already have them. You will need a book, obviously. I chose this book called Global Babies because babies love to look at faces, especially faces of other babies. They're fascinated by faces. I believe that they have been designed with a desire to look at another face. And so here, the Global Babies book is a wonderful way to introduce different cultures to your baby and open them up to the world around them. The second thing you'll need is, again, probably something you already have, a blanket. So you just simply can roll it up at an appropriate width for your baby's chest. The third thing you'll need is optional. You'll need some kind of a soft mat to put on the floor. If your floor is already really cushy, you don't need to worry about this. I'm going to use this quilt because it's very soft and it has textures, and I think a baby would really respond to being able to touch it with their hands, and that will also encourage them to stay on their tummy. So once you and baby are in position, you have a choice. You can either just read the book straight, the words to the baby, or you can sing a song. The song for the roll over and read activity is based on the song If You're Happy and You Know It, which a lot of people know from when they were kids, but if you don't, it's not a problem because I'm going to teach it to you right now, and it's super simple. Okay, so, hey, shall we read a book, Summer? Let's read a book. There's a baby in my book, in my book. There's a baby in my book, in my book. There's a baby in my book. Why don't you take a look? There's a baby in my book, in my book. So if baby's really into it, you can do another verse. You could say, ooh, look, there's a mommy in my book, in my book. There's a mommy in my book, in my book. There's a mommy in my book. Why don't you take a look? There's a mommy in my book, in my book. And every time you could pick a different book. So you could sing about the froggy or the monkey or the doggy or whatever's in the book. And that way the song keeps being a little bit interesting for parents because that gets old very quickly otherwise. So that way you're teaching maybe new vocabulary, they're hearing more sounds of language, and you're introducing more and more things to your baby. So that's how the roll over and read works when you're both on your tummy, assuming baby is tolerating it. And what I'm going to show you next is an alternative position if you just can't get baby to stay on the tummy. So this is an alternative position if you can't get baby to stay on their tummy, they just hate it and you want to work up to it. You start with having baby in your lap and reading the book just like you would to the baby. But then you can, if you're lucky, you can get baby to rest using your leg instead of the rolled up blanket, using your leg as the prop. And you can say, hey, Summer, you want to read the book? Let's read the book. And then you go ahead and read the book like this. And then if you can transition baby eventually from your leg all the way onto the floor. And then they will get used to being on the floor. And if they get fussy, you know what? You just pick them right back up, give them a little comfort, and you know, that's good. You've got your couple minutes in that way. It's a great beginning. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it helped you with your baby today. And if you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more great content for parents. And if you really liked what you learned, please sign up for my 4-session in-person online classes at www.stcroybirth.com. And I will see you soon. Bye.